Hi, fifth grade. Are you ready to learn? Well, let's get started. Okay, let's look at this example. Karen bought 3 apples at 45 cents each. How much did she pay in all? So that means we're going to do the multiplication 3 times 45 cents. And remember that we're going to set up our um, vertical multiplication like this, where the whole number, you can just put it right underneath the lowest place value column, which will be under the 5 in the hundredths, okay? All right? And so when you do this, pretend you're just multiplying, okay? Just as if you're multiplying 0, 4, 5 times 3. Ignore the decimal point for now, okay? So let's multiply 3 times 5, which is 15. So we can write a 1 here and a 5 here, okay? Then we're going to multiply 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 1, which is 13. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. And do you remember where we put the decimal point? We just have to drop the decimal point, okay? Boop, 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 over here. Okay, so your answer is 1.35. Or, in this case, to be more specific, because we're talking about how much Karen paid, it's $1.35 for 3 apples. That's a pretty good deal. All right, here's another example. Marcus bought 3 DVDs for $15.45. How much did he pay in all? So we're going to do the multiplication sentence 3 times $15.45. So I set it up like this. Okay, all right. So let's do 3 times 5, which is 15. And 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And then we have to do 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. And then we have to do 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Where do we put the decimal point? Well, we're going to just drop it straight down here. So it should go here. Okay? And so Marcus paid $46.35 total for his 3 DVDs. All right. You know what to do. Let me just minimize my video screen so you can do it. Okay. So pause it and I'll see you when you're ready. You're ready already? All right. So I'm going to do numbers 9 through 11 first, okay? And I'm going to just write my answers on my mini whiteboard, okay? So let's take a look here. Okay, I have 3 times 2, or 2 times 3 is 6. I'm going to write it underneath. Now I'm going to do 2 times 0 is 0. I'm going to write it right here. And then 2 times 0 is 0. And I'm just going to follow where my decimal point is. It's right here. And I'm going to make sure I write it in the correct spot. Okay. For you to put the decimal place in the right spot, you have to make sure whenever you write your answers, it's in the correct place value column. Okay. All right. Let's look at number 10. We have 5 times 7 is 35. I'm going to write a 3 here and a 35 here. 5 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. 5 times 0 is 0. And then my decimal point goes all the way down here. And this is my decimal point, so it'll be 0.35. Let's look at number 11. Number 11, we're going to do 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. 0 times 5 is 0, plus 3 is 3. And my decimal point goes all the way down here, so my answer is 3.25. So these are my answers for 9, 10, 11. So you can pause the video and check your answers with these answers on the board and see how it compares. Okay, all right, I'm going to move on to numbers 12, 13, and 14 now. All right, so okay, let's do 12. 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. 0 times 4 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. And I know my decimal point has to go down, and it'll be right here, 8.32. Okay, all right. I guess the way I placed it is a little bit off, isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm kind of writing from the side, so and putting the board facing you, so it's a little bit awkward. Sorry about that. That is not exact. All right, let's try this one and let's see if I can be exact. All right, so let's do 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, 1 times 4 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. And I'm going to put my decimal point right here, so it's 8.64. Is that a little better? Well, that's a tad better. Still not perfect. Oh well, what are you going to do? Okay, so 4 times 6 is 24. And 1 times 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18. And I'm going to put my decimal point right here. Okay, so this is your answers to numbers 12 through 14. All right. All right. I have a feeling you're getting the hang of it. Way to go. Okay. Can you guys pause the video and try and do numbers 19, 21, and 23. And when you're ready, play the video. See you soon. Hi. All right, so let's check this out. Okay, so I just stacked it up like this. Okay, so for 19, 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. And drop the decimal point, and it should be here. Okay? All right, so it's 105.80, and I should write the units of centimeters. Okay? All right, let's try number 21. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And drop the decimal. And my units is meters, so it's 54.75 meters. All right, let's try 23. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1 is 29. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Drop the decimal point, and that's 69.80. So these are the answers to numbers 19, 21, and 23. And this one should be in dollars. All right, all the problems are solved. Okay, well, if you need to review more, we'll practice more during our live class on Thursday. All right, I'll see you Thursday. Bye.